This lesson relates to strategies to ensure compliance in marketing. So marketing, as we know, isn't just a creative process, although it can be. It's a process that requires accountability. RTOs have a different set of rules and regulations they need to follow. And in regard to the standards for RTOs, this relates to Outcome Standard 2.1 and Compliance Requirements Division 1 Information and Transparency. This is Clause 7 Marketing and Clause 8 Guarantees and Inducements. When things go wrong, if we miss an RTO code or provide the student with inaccurate information just because we accidentally copied the content wrong onto the web page, the right strategies can really restore compliance and rebuild trust and show that we are continually striving to improve. Very important. So let's look at how Lighthouse Training Academy, a fictitious RTO, responded to a marketing breach and what strategies your team can adopt to stay on the right side of the standards. Lighthouse Training Academy launched a campaign for its Cert 3 in individual support, but things quickly went off course. A prospective student complained. Why? The ad that they'd used included guaranteed employment, which is a breach of Clause 8. You cannot guarantee an outcome, a career outcome. They'd also broken Clause 13, which is accurate use of the NRT logo, as it was used on the website for a non-accredited short course. And finally, they'd incorrectly listed the training product codes and titles. They'd added a couple of letters to the code. They did not reflect that accurate code and title as outlined on training.gov, which is exactly what you need to do. So what did Lighthouse Academy do to ensure that they corrected this incorrect information and also at the same time created a future blueprint for corrective action? So first, they implemented a marketing checklist. They created a 10-point tool aligned with clauses 7, 8 and 13, covering RTO registration code visibility, correct product code and titles, no misleading guarantees, third-party involvement and the correct use of the NRT logo. They created a checklist essentially. Marketing staff were then trained to complete this checklist for every campaign and submit it to the designated person in charge, whether that was the compliance officer or the lead marketer, to sign off before publishing. The checklist became part of the audit trail proof of due diligence. So it really showed that trail between saying, yes, we know that what we are putting on our website or sending out in a brochure is accurate. Next, they turned to automation. So they used Asana and they built an approval workflow with clear stages: a draft, the peer review, a compliance review, and a final approval. With checklist completion was a mandatory step before anything went live. So they made sure that this was really done before anything went live. They automated reminders and role-based approvals, which help reduce bottlenecks and eliminate the chance of human error. Every approval was timestamped and logged, driving and giving the compliance officer oversight without delays. Then Lighthouse tackled a root cause issue: inaccurate course listings. They appointed a product owner, someone that really took charge of those training products, to review and update course descriptions monthly. All content was cross-checked against the training.gov.au, so against the National Register, to check for codes, for scope, for any superseded training products that were coming out, and this all then relates back to Clause 14. When they confirmed, for example, that a course had recently been superseded and could no longer be offered after that 1 year of transition for enrolment, they pulled it from the website, they updated all their digital platforms, including social media, and departments like sales, student support and training were informed immediately. So they made sure that that change in information was also then fed out to the rest of their staff. Finally, they conducted a retrospective marketing audit. The team reviewed everything, all the campaign materials using that checklist. They found 6 other non-compliant items, including outdated product info with the incorrect logo use. The findings and everything were documented in an audit, logged in the continuous improvement register and shared with leadership. All marketing staff then received refresher training on the Outcome Standards 2.1 and compliance requirement clauses 7, 8, 13 and 14, ensuring that future campaigns would meet both the practices, the outcomes and compliance. The results? No sanctions were imposed. ASQA were very satisfied with the fact that yes, they'd done something wrong, but they knew how to fix it. Student trust was restored and refund requests and complaints dropped significantly. By turning a breach into a learning opportunity, Lighthouse strengthened their systems and their credibility, their reputation. What can your RTO learn from Lighthouse? Use a checklist always. Make sure that you're tracking everything that you do. Automate approvals for workflow efficiency. Keep course content current. Make sure that you're checking all the time. And audit regularly and act fast. Marketing with integrity is more than a policy, it's a promise to your learners. So make sure that you really are checking the information that you're sending out. That's it for this lesson. Let's keep going. Thanks.